Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip.
Entering franchise hub screen things to do.
Hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist.
Entering franchise hub screen things to do.
You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor,
Play preseason game is selected. Entering training pop-up. You have not yet done your training for the week. What would you like? Skip simulate training. Play full game. Play offense only. Play defense only. Play offense only.
All on my wrist, AOB, just all off of getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long.
Play full game.
When I showed out my whip, hey, spent about 10 on my 15. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, you.
Entering team select ready.
Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see third year.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. 38-year-old Eli Manning heading out to lead the Giants. Look at the numbers, show how good Eli has been over the years. 7th all-time in passing yards, 8th in touchdowns, 7 4,000-yard seasons, including last year. And he's looking to make one last run before the sun sets on his Hall of Fame career.
Ready! 10-2 start. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Manning. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They can't stop us.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw, it's Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Scott Simonson. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in the Bear territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Manning. He'll get that complete to Simonson, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Manning now to throw. And this one's incomplete. And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
And this is Shepard on the catch. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle. And let's take a look at the Bears offense.
Running back Tariq Cohen brings us all to our feet when he's on the field, because you never know how they're going to utilize it. In 2018, was able to run, throw, and catch a touchdown pass. And in addition, was a 2018 Pro Bowl return specialist.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Play action. It's Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And now a whistle and a timeout. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards and a Giant first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team? Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Manning now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Manning going to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Manning. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. 1st down, a run with Cohen. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky on the move to his left. Room here to run. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Manning. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Manning now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Manning. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
On the ready.
Manning now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Now Manning. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Trubisky now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Throwing here, Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This one of 3 games going on in the NFL on this Friday night, the second week of the preseason. We've got 5 more tomorrow, including Cowboys-Rams in Honolulu, then 2 more on Sunday and on Monday night. We wrap things up with the 49ers and Broncos from Denver. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jones. And Diggs has it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing Jones. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Smith. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They come out here in the eye. Try to punch it in with Smith. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Rod Smith taking it in. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Roses now to add the PAT. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Second down.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Back to throw, Daniel. It's caught. It's Miller. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 65 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The tackle there by Roy Robinson-Harris. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Smith.
We got this.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Smith. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They'll run it here with Smith. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ready. Mike, 44. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Shoot.
Gallman will run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 read. 59.
They'll run again here with Gallman. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, here's Daniel. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On the draw, this is Davis, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Daniel going to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Smith, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll go down at the 28.
Set 90 Wolf.
This is Gallman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everyone.
Entering XP feedback screen, you have 24 options. Game day goals is selected. Entering player upgrades screen, you have 7 options. Wayne Gallman Jr. is selected. Entering XP feedback screen, you have 6 options. Russell Shepard is selected. Entering XP feedback screen, you have 2 options. Jonathan Anderson is selected. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Training complete. UDocs.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
UDocs. Advance week. 1 new injury. Entering injury report screen. 1 row and columns, left filter, Giants right filter, all undefined. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Training complete. UDocs score. Advance week. Improved team. UDocs score is view message. All mentor. Team adjust lineup. League. Options settings. Things to do, you have 5 options. View message. All mentor is selected. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Entering Bears Giants screen, you have 3 options. Free practice is selected. Entering team select screen, the New York Giants. Entering training screen, you have 3 options. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. UDoc, improved team, advance week. Things to do, you have 2 options. Next week is selected.